So here we are at PAX. The show is over. It's been over for a couple of hours now. It is now 8:25 p.m., but that doesn't mean the fun is over. There are still thousands of people here at PAX, and even though the show floor may be closed, there's still a lot of fun happening. People are hanging out, people are partying, people are playing board games, people are playing, console games in lounges. People are right here playing PC games. This is the Bring Your Own PC Lounge, and there's over 900 computers in here, and people are playing all kinds of games here. They're having tournaments, and right here I have Shocker. And Shocker is going to tell us some things about this lounge, and why are we talking to you?
Well, I created the relationship with Penny Arcade Expo about 4 years ago. I work for Intel Corporation, and Intel's a big believer in the sponsors of tomorrow and putting technology in front of the average Joe kind of gamer guy. We do a lot of stuff with Extreme Edition technology and lots of cool stuff, so we help build this and put it on every year.
All right, and tell me, what is the #1 game that you're being seen played here?
Oh, boy. You know what? That's one thing that's hard to answer because there's quite an eclectic bunch of different people who come. You can see people playing World of Warcraft, plenty of people playing Left 4 Dead, plenty of people playing Call of Duty 4. There's even retro gaming playing like old Counter-Strike, and you can see everything under the sun here. But Left 4 Dead's probably one of the most popular.
One of the most popular. And what would you say in years past? Because you said you've been doing this for a couple of years. Were the bigger games that you saw?
Well, Battlefield. The Battlefield series has always been very popular. Counter-Strike, of course. Team Fortress 2 is fairly new. It's also extremely popular. The Call of Duty series from 1 to 4 has always been very popular. World of Warcraft, on-lane gaming. Civilization, Civ 2, Demigod, all these. I mean, there's so many. We've been so popular for so long.
All right, and do you have any people that have just come here and they've just put themselves to the side and done solitary gaming? You have the people that are antisocial, but they can still get out of the house to come to an event like this, so they're around nerds, yet still alone.
Yeah, no, you know what? There are some of those guys, but they don't stay in their shell for long, to be perfectly honest, because there's guys like me who like to meet other people. Oh, sounds like we have a tournament starting. EVE Online.
EVE Online tournament.
You betcha. Okay, so the tournaments bring out the inner gamer who wants to compete and have a good time, and nobody really comes here alone.
So you see some people kind of bloom. They're those little flower pods that kind of open up and they start communicating with other people, and they may have come an introvert, but they leave an extrovert.
Absolutely. You'll definitely see people who are in their shell who will come out and be more friendly. They'll make friends and new acquaintances and new online people, and they'll stay in touch for years, actually. It's pretty amazing.
That is amazing. And so what does it take to power a place like this? I mean, I see these power cords just dropping from the ceiling here. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so what we have here is we're pretty conservative on our power budgeting. We try to use anywhere from 4 to 6 machines per 20 amp circuit. So all you have to do is the math. I mean, there's quite a few kW of...
I can't do math.
Yeah, no math for you?
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of kilowatts of juice running through here. It can get kind of expensive, but we manage it pretty well. We haven't really had any power outages here. We have very little network problems. Like with over 900 PCs, it takes a lot of planning, but we've done a lot of these events, so...
That sounds great. And speaking of machines and power and juice, why don't we take a look at a few of these machines? Because we got a lot of, modded machines, custom-built machines, really cool-looking things. So why don't we go take a look at some of these? Oh boy, I'm going to have to stop and take a look at this one. Right here we have the CPU Magazine Case Mod winner for PAX 2009. This machine took home the gold. It won every category. This is a machine with the theme of threes. It has 3 water coolers. It has 3 fans. It has a 3 gigahertz CPU. And that isn't just the only reason it won. They have an overall style segment. They have a strength segment. They have a wow factor segment. They have a neatness segment. Like, for example, if you look inside of here, you can't see a single case wire, and to be able to pull something off like that is an amazing thing. This is a very, very sexy computer. It looks like something straight out of science fiction, and it runs games like a dream, and frankly I think anybody that is watching this right now would want a computer like this, and I am happy that I'm able to start off our little show of the room with a computer that is so well put together and so powerful. Now I'm here with Jason. He is the runner-up, unfortunately, the runner-up to the CPU Magazine Custom Case Mod Contest. Now, tell me about this computer that you built a little bit. Tell me the details, and tell me what it felt like to get runner-up. I mean, it must have been really awesome that you got second place, but also a bit of a bummer.
Oh, of course, it's always a bummer, but at the same time, you're always happy for the other person, too. The case actually took about 6 months to make. The painting, as you can tell, the detailing on it is pretty in-depth. The painter, which is Custom Mods down in Olympia, they did a really, really good job on it. And it took some time. It took quite a few layers of different colors of paint, as you can tell, because it's all personally hand-brushed, airbrushed. And they took, I think it's 5 or 6 layers of clear coat on top of it and curing. So that's just the paintwork itself. The components on the inside, it's a full Core i7, and it's got obviously the good Intel processor in there, the Quad 4.
And I see some liquid cooling right through the front. There's a front window that is just filled with water, if we can get a camera shot of that. And tell me about your liquid cooling system.
It's a Danger Den liquid cooling system, and we didn't have Danger Den do the work for us. Actually, Guru PC in Olympia helped us out with that a little bit. And it's actually running very quietly and very, very cool. I've done some testing on there, and the cooling, it's running between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius full, and it runs through 4 different items in there.
All right, and I got to ask, does it run Crysis?
Of course it does.
All right, what kind of frames you get?
I haven't tested it yet. I just, as a matter of fact, had this finished the day we had to come up here and set up the event.
All right, then, and tell me, were there any runner-up prizes?
I haven't gotten anything yet, but I'm not worried about it.
All right, well, thank you for talking to us. It's a pleasure, and you got a really cool PC here.
Thank you.
Wow, now will you look at this? We have row after row after row of machines here, and they are all playing World of Warcraft. Why are they playing World of Warcraft? Well, because they have a World of Warcraft tournament going on right now, an official World of Warcraft tournament where the winner of this tournament can win great prizes, prestige, all that great stuff. And if you're looking here, all of these PCs are exactly the same, and they are exactly the same for one very important reason, because since this is an official event, they don't want any one person getting one up over anybody else, any attempted hacking, anything like that. So you're not going to see any custom machines here. They are all the exact same machine, and they're all for the WoW tournament that is going to go on till 3 a.m. when they will announce a winner, and they will give them great, fantastic prizes.